Good morning, welcome back. Today I have a big, beautiful piece of black walnut. This has been sitting around since 2024. It should be nice and dry. Still has some bark on in the middle, but as you can see, some has come off here and here. I am planning on taking this off because it's very, very loose. So here's the game plan for today. So the log was like this. And if I turned it with this being the top, I would end up with a really nice shape like this, higher sides, lower, and it would kind of mirror the shape of the log, which is beautiful. But I really want to have a fuller, more rounded piece at the top. So what I'm planning on doing is making this the top, since this bark has to go away anyway. And I'll bring these sides up just like they're naturally coming up from the shape of the log. This side will come up, and that allows me to have a nice, solid, kind of a classic rim up here that is nice and straight, and it gives me a little bit more of a classic shaped bowl. So anyway, that's the plan. I'm going to go ahead and put a wormwood screw hole in here and get this on the lathe and get at it. I'm excited. So the screw chuck is not going to work to mount this to the lathe. Inside here, there must be some little tiny void or something, but it's not grabbing. So we're going to go ahead and mount it between centers and see if we can make it stable enough to get these sides brought in and establish a tenon so I can turn it around and mount it a lot more safely. So now we've got it between centers, and we'll start working those sides up and trying to get this into round. So in the spirit of honesty, there was no void in the wood. It was human error. I actually used the wrong bit to drill the hole for the wormwood screw. Anyway, totally my fault. Starting to kind of get it into round now, and the most off center part of this is where those kind of large wings were coming down, and we'll get a tenon established so we can turn it around when we want to, and keep working at it. So it did not like being in between centers. This is a very heavy piece of wood, so what I did was use some 5-minute epoxy, and I just put on a waste block, and we'll let that set up for a little bit and put it in the chuck and keep rolling. So now that we have it pretty darn close to completely in round, I'm going to start working on the shape a bit. As I described in the beginning, I definitely want to have a nice wide open rim to this piece, and I'd like to bring it in a little bit closer to the bottom. Establishing what will be our foot area, making that look a little bit more pronounced. Just truing up what will be the top of the bowl a little bit, because it'll help me to be able to pick up the speed without it being a little wobbly and wonky. Time to get a little sandpaper on the outside and see if we can finish this off and be able to turn this around and start our hollowing process. So I'm going to go ahead and fill these few cracks. They're not really pronounced, but I did want to have more of a nice clean solid piece, so I just used some of the dust and shavings from the walnut to fill those up with some CA glue. So you'll notice that I did not finish the outside. I turned this around into the chuck that I established on the bottom to finish my sanding, because the piece started wobbling, and turns out I did not put enough of the 5-minute epoxy on there, and it was starting to come off. So anyway, batting 1,000. We'll clean up with some alcohol now, get rid of a lot of our dust, and make that nice before we do anything else. This is some of the Axe abrasive paste. We'll do that next. Now I think we can start working on the hollowing process in the inside. So this was a pretty decent size blank, and I just remember I had to stop occasionally and really sweep up because I was standing on so much walnut shavings. It's kind of crazy. We'll get the last little bit that's lingering in the center out and see if we can get this to a nice smooth surface and finish off the inside next. So it's always nice, in my opinion, when you're working with a larger piece because you've got room to move the tools, everything. The downside is that it's a lot of work. It's physically taxing, but always worth it. So I did not want a flat rim on this. I wanted to just ever so slightly taper in the rim toward the inside of the bowl. Makes it a lot more comfortable when you pick it up, and this is definitely a piece that I want people to pick up. Hopefully it gets used a lot. Sanding will take to about a 400. I won't show you all of that. And we will burnish with the steel wool and the Scotch pads next, just to give us a nice smoother surface. We'll clean things up with some alcohol next, get rid of all that dust before we move forward. Same thing we did on the outside, we'll use some of the abrasive paste next. Gives us about 1,000 grit surface when it's done its job. When you've got a nice clean paper towel, you know that it's completed its job. So time to get this turned around now, and I'm going to use a large jam chuck to attach this to the lathe. We'll put it between the two and get rid of that tenon and finish off the bottom. Same thing as we did on the rest, we'll burnish with the steel wool and the Scotch pads. Also use a little bit of the abrasive paste like we did on the rest of the piece so everything matches nicely. A little nub in the center we'll take off the drill press, and it'll be just the right size for my channel token. So back from the drill press, and now time to put the channel token on the bottom and finish this off with some Danish oil and call this one done. This piece ended up being 11 inches across and almost 6 inches high. Very pleased with it. Really can never go wrong with walnut. Please leave a comment and let me know what you think. Best way to support the channel for free is when you hit that subscribe button to hit the notification bell. If you share the video, really appreciate that. Thank you folks so much for all the support, and I will see you again next Friday. Stick around, all the after pics are coming right up.